Hello, and thanks for joining me on this exploration of powerful mental strategies that you can use to instantaneously supercharge your life. In this short segment, I'm going to cover with you a technique that you can use to eliminate headaches almost instantaneously. It's a very powerful yet simple process that you can do in just a couple of minutes' time. Now, before we begin, I'd like you to go ahead and click the link below, which will take you to a page where you can register for my free ebook, which will show you many more ways that you can use hypnosis to get more passion, excitement, and quality out of your life. Now, before we begin the headache elimination technique, I'd like you to prepare yourself by gathering up a sheet of paper and something to write with, like a pen or a pencil. And when you've gotten those materials together, go ahead and simply put them to the side for one moment and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Good. Now go ahead and just close your eyes and draw your attention into the sensation in your head. Focus on that sensation and take notice of the different qualities that you can feel inside your head. And as you do that, I'd like you to just imagine that the sensation in your head had a specific shape to it. And if it did have a shape, just consider what shape that would be. And your unconscious mind may bring you forth a picture, or you may just get a sense or a feeling of what that shape is. But as you have that experience, go ahead and open your eyes and either write the name of that shape or draw a picture of it on your piece of paper. Great. Now close your eyes and draw your attention back to that sensation. And this time, I'd like you to imagine that that shape in your head has a color, a specific color. And if it were to have a color, just take a moment to become aware of what that color would be. And when you've had that experience, go ahead and open your eyes, press pause on the video, and write down the name of that color. And when you're done, you can press play again. Perfect. Now, get yourself in a more comfortable position and close your eyes again. And take your mind back to the sensation in your head. And I want you to imagine that it had a size to it, like a physical mass or volume, so that if you were to fill that shape up with water, think about how much water it would take to fill that shape. And as you do that now, and you become aware of the volume of that shape, go ahead, open your eyes, press pause on the recording, and write down what you've discovered. And when you're done, just press play again. Great. Now, go ahead and close your eyes and take your mind back to that shape in your head. And I'd like you to imagine that it has a specific sound radiating from that shape. So that if you were to imagine that shape to have a sound, what sound would that be? And as you notice that and you become aware of that now, when you've had that experience, you can go ahead and open your eyes, press pause, write down what you've learned, and press play again. Great. Now close your eyes again and take your mind back to the shape in your head. And as you notice that shape and become aware of it now, you can notice whether there are any differences, any changes to that shape. And if there are any changes, I'd like you to go ahead and notice what those are. Open your eyes, press pause, write down or draw the new shape. And once you've done that, press play again. All right. Now go ahead and close your eyes again. Bring your mind back to the shape. and imagine that it has a color. And if it did have a color, what color would it be now? Maybe a different shade, a different hue, or a different color altogether. But whatever you notice as you bring your mind to the color of that shape, go ahead and open your eyes, press pause, write down the name of that color, then press play again. Wonderful, you're doing great. Now close your eyes, take your mind back to that place, and as you notice that shape and that color now, I'd like you to imagine that it also has a physical mass, a volume, so that if you take a certain amount of water to fill up that shape, pay attention to how much water that would be now. And as you become aware of that, you can go ahead, open your eyes, press pause, write down the volume of that shape, and press play again. Very good. Now, close your eyes and take your mind right back to that place in your head. And I'd like you to notice whatever sound is coming from that place in your head now, so that you may hear it clearly, or it may be fuzzy and maybe a little quieter, but whatever you notice now, as you become aware of that, go ahead and open your eyes, press pause, write down what you've learned, then press play again. Wonderful. Now, we're going to do one more round of this. So go ahead and just close your eyes again. Take your mind back to that place in your head. And I'd like you to become aware of whatever that shape is now. And as you begin to notice that, and you have that experience, and you become aware of what that shape is now, go ahead and open your eyes. Take time to pause as you write down or draw that shape. Then press play once again. Alright, now we're going to close those eyes again. Take your mind right back to that same place and notice what color it is now. If it were to have a color, how would that be different, and what would that be now? And when you become aware of that, go ahead and press pause on the player, write down what you've discovered, and press play again. Great. Now, close your eyes once again. Take your mind right back to that same place. And I want you to notice the mass of that shape now, the volume of it. How much water would it take to fill it up? And as you start to come up with that figure in your mind, when you fully notice and become aware of how much volume is in that shape, go ahead and open your eyes, pause the recording, write down what you've learned, then press play again. Great. Now, go ahead and close your eyes, go back to that place, and pay attention to whatever sound may be coming out of that shape, that color. Whatever you hear coming out of that place in your head. And as you become aware of that, go ahead and open your eyes, write down what you've discovered, and realize that if you're like a majority of people listening to this recording, that what you were feeling before, the sensation in your head, has disappeared. Now this will happen most of the time with anybody who does this technique. If the sensation is not fully gone yet, then go ahead and run yourself through the same cycle of steps that we've completed a few more times. For almost everyone, this will make the pain or the sensation disappear. Now, I'd like you to realize that anything I say does not in any way substitute for medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I don't have any medical training. So if you ever feel as though you are facing something other than a simple headache that can be taken away successfully without causing any harm, then please seek the help of a qualified and certified medical professional. Also, note that if you frequently have these little headaches from time to time, that a physiological cause of many of the times when we have headaches or fatigue or minor aches, those things are often caused by dehydration, a lack of water and fluids in our system. So always make sure that you're getting plenty of water every single day. And for some people, that alone will make the headaches go away. But as I've said before, if you feel that you're facing something serious, if you have frequent migraines or headaches that cause you to have dizzy spells, to faint, to vomit, or experience any other type of adverse physical reaction, please go see a doctor before doing anything else. Now, I'm very happy that you've joined me on this wonderful journey into the power of hypnosis. I wish you all the best, and I'll be talking with you very soon. Thanks again.